All right, Coach, it's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Strip that ball. Hurry. Kings. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Hey, alert 33. Mike 51.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now, Mayfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
54, Mike 54. Hey, top. There you go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Pistol. 50. X3. 218. Chopper. 54. Watch 54. Get that quarter.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he slides to avoid the hit. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Right here. Safe. Check 3. Hurry. Real. Right there.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Browns take over first and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Double time. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Check it back. Alert. Switch. Up, guys.
Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Three and a half to go, first quarter.
4 down. That's track. Check the hot read. Got it. 10. Check 26. Check. Lucky.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the Browns' 39-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Shit. Hatchet. No pass.
Here's Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. Let's go. A gain of 15. And the Steelers first down.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Let's go.
Throwing is Wilson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
We play to win. Let's go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Check safety, check safety. 25, check 25, check 25.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Hurry, hurry!
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Here we go, D.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. He'll find Metcalf. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
180! Hey, alert 33! 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
To throw, Mayfield. And Anderson's got it. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. 4 down. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, come on now. Hey, we're on. Regular. Check 9.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they could make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Open man is Anderson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Hunt. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
We own it. Pistol. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Russell run. They're running it. Mike's 54.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mayfield. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They run with Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. That's another Browns first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Undercrush.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kalen Ballage, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And when they called that play, I'm not sure they expected it to go all the way to the end zone. Nice little reward, though.
Without a doubt, and sometimes I think the offensive line gets a little bit more inspiration when they know that guy's going to get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. They want to reward him for all that good blocking he does as well.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Regular. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now Hunt. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check. Fresno. Check 50. Hey, alert 33. What's that? Check, Mike. Hey, alert.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Badgley's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken very short. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. That's caught inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Todd Gurley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Browns 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Mayfield on first down. He completes it to Wilson. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
36. Recon, 132 fighter. Run.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Point it right. Up. Big edge.
They'll run it here with Hunt. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's a gain of 8.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Here I come again. Hey, Mike 7. Mike 5-4.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Hey, watch it. Up. Twist. Kings.
And that'll set them back 5.
Get ready.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Coming this way. Here we go. Alert. Shoot. Out.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Watch the slant.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, he's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to Dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.